Hey, OC Omega, how you doing? Let me get this a little closer. How you doing tonight? I'll be darned, it's still jumping in and out. What is going on with that? You are the first one here. Congratulations. Haven't streamed in a few days. You probably forget who I am. Anything new, OC Omega? Hey, Cajun, how you doing? Oh, cool. I'll have to go check it out. Hey, young coin hunter, how you doing? Doing pretty good tonight. Wasn't sure I was going to stream. I was busy just watching the couple streams going. Yeah, hard to come by 68s. Hey, Roy, how you doing? Hey, Lincoln, how you doing? Wasn't sure I'd see you tonight or not. Glad you made it. I figured, Lincoln. No big deal. Hey, Victoria. I'll send you an email in a little bit here. Hey, Rob, how you doing? So 11 people. People are strolling on in. Cajun, were you coming up? Be kind of hard, Lincoln. And I'm a late afternoon, late evening person to start with, so makes it tough. Hey, Cajun.
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Uh-oh. Hold on one sec. Hold on. God dog it.
Yeah, only 10:22 here, so early for me. Earlier than normal.
Alright. Kill my audio on my YouTube side. I forgot it was on. Hey, Lincoln, Omega, Miss Victoria, Young Coin Hunter, Rob, Roy.
Well,
Alright, I think I caught up in chat.
yeah, that guy's thinking.
Well, I finally got my audio straight there. And I think you heard me say it last night. There was just one little bitty thing that I didn't see.
Yeah, what the heck that messed up?
It was that alright, you remember I got into that that little arrow on the bottom?
Yeah.
And I got in my sound, my audio manager. Well, you know that I was telling you about the stereo equalizer mix. That was it. It was the volume. I told you I turned up the volume, but the equalizer was all the way down. That's the only one I didn't touch.
Huh. I wonder how I got that.
That was the one. And then when I hit that, and then I went back and I hit default microphone, you know, in a test string,
Uh-huh.
default mic, you know, and I was doing the default mics every time. Well, oop, there it was. I had sound on my microphone board coming up and down, and me and Sheldon was on the phone just shooting the breeze while I was trying to figure it out because I knew it had something to do with that because me and you were talking about it, and boom, it came up, and I said, "All right, Sheldon, I'm live. I'm going live in 30 seconds." He said, "All right, mon ami, I'll see you there." And I started a live stream.
Thanks.
Hey, again. Now I know how to adjust the microphone on this laptop.
Yeah, most of them right there. I do hear that though.
All right, let me check something. Nope, my YouTube is off. Let me get my settings. Hmm.
That's really good. Yeah. I had to meet you for a second, Cajun. It's definitely on your side.
I don't have nothing coming in on my side. I wasn't talking.
Huh. I hear an echo every time I talk, and it goes away if I mute you.
Okay, let me jump out and come back in.
All right. Hey, Silverman, how you doing? Uh-oh, do I still have an echo? Test, test. Thank you, Victoria. Okay, let's see here. So I wanted to thank everybody that was part of my giveaway last week. I really wish I would have called it my Voodoo weekend giveaway, but of course I didn't come up with it in time. If you guys were part of that, I appreciate it. Some of the coins went out today, the rest should go out tomorrow. Hey, Midnight Silver Run, how you doing? Moose Socks.
Hey, Moose Socks, how you doing, bro? Midnight. Super, what's up? Okay, is there still an echo?
Nope, I don't. No.
Well, that might have fixed it. Hey, young coin hunter.
Take it easy. Sucks.
Me and Sheldon have been on the phone every night until like 6 a.m. Wow. Either YouTube's going to get you or the phone's going to get you. One of the two. You're going to be too tired to go to school.
I got something neat in the mail.
Ah, Jailhouse Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh, darn that echo.
It's still there?
Yeah. It only comes every once in a while. It happens, not every time. Let me make sure I don't have two mics close together here. Maybe that'll help.
I'm muted myself and I don't hear it echo.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That's an 84.
Yeah.
I think Blues Coins found, if I'm not mistaken, it was an 84. I think. Me and him were live. Oh, I don't know, about 5 months ago, 6 months ago. And he found one in his chain, his pocket chain.
Too bad it doesn't have double deer.
You know, that, by his head, that the top of, well, oh, that's the steps. Never mind.
It looks like he's only wearing an admiral hat.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks kind of weird. Yeah, that's the steps going down because you got to turn that upside down to see it the right way. Oh, another one. And another one. Oh, boy.
Pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Midnight Silver Run.
Yeah, Midnight sent you those?
Yeah.
Wow, we.
I know that Al had one of these and really liked it. I think he was kind of frustrated that he gave it away. So I was going to send him one. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I haven't had one of these before.
Yeah, actually, Midnight, he was telling me in my stream earlier today,
Oh,
he got a die class variety attributed in his name.
yeah, Midnight, you want to come up and talk about it?
Oh, that's the one right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was those coins right there. I got you.
All right. Oh, no worries.
I thought, the way you had typed it in chat, I thought it was like 2018 or 2019 or something. Wow. Yeah, all BU coins. Yeah,
Gorgeous coins.
yeah. Wow, we. Hey, turn that flip over the Rich a little bit. Turn it over. Let me see Lincoln. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to see. I didn't know if there was a little counter rotated die or what, but I see the pennies rotated in the flip.
Yeah, that would have been a nice plus.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been about like 25 degrees or something.
Silverman thinks he's found two different 19Ds, DDOs.
And then get Wexler like the more I'm serious this time.
Good luck.
Today both my videos up on my page. All right, super. Have to check that out.
Yeah, that's such a cool story, midnight. All right, Victoria.
Oh yeah, super. Yeah, you were showing the that one penny off in my stream, and then you made a video on another one you found.
Too cool.
In fact, I was busy all afternoon. In fact, guess what, Rich?
What's that?
I got approved by Guardhouse today.
Hey, congratulations.
So I am officially a Guardhouse dealer right now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't got the catalog and price list and all that in the mail yet, but uh, I had my login number, username, and password and all that to get in where, the general public can't get in.
That's great.
And yeah, I can make some deals with people. Sure can. And they said that they do not sell retail, uh, like from their store, or I mean, well, wholesale to people or what have you. And something else was stated in there about them dealing with the general public. If you see Guardhouse on there, it's not Guardhouse, it's an affiliate company that buys from them. And there's more than Transline that their products they sell. They sell other stuff too. Hey, Irma Clips, how you doing? Yeah, Rich just came on. I was on earlier, as you know, at what was it, 9:30, and then we all went and did a coin hunting couple raid.
Yeah, it's really midnight. Good evening, Irma, or good morning. Not sure which for you. Going to actually show a couple coins that are up for sale. I was hoping Sheldon would answer my email first. I have a package for him. I wanted to give him the first chance at a couple of the coins, but guess he's busy. Hey, Silverman, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. I emptied out my. I normally keep my little selfie stick in a bucket of discard, like pennies and nickels, but I had to turn them in today, so now I got to figure out how I'm gonna hold this thing up.
What's up, Super Silver Man?
My bullets could do just fine now. All right.
Yeah, these are sure cool.
Boy, they are.
Those are pretty sweet. I can't lie.
Yeah, when Al was telling me about them, I told him, most of the error coins don't mean that big a deal to me, but this one just sounded so cool.
Yeah, especially in that condition.
Yeah, and then midnight. Oh, here's midnight. Cool.
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Awesome.
All right.
Wasn't sure how this worked. This will be a first for me.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's super easy.
I see
very
that now.
easy.
And if you have issues, if you're on your phone, go to the menu on your upper right and go to the desktop site version, and it'll make your camera clearer and your phone a little bit better.
Yeah, you got a pretty good picture though.
But you do have a pretty good picture right now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if it screws with you at all, you can do
Can
that.
I make
it does
this
help.
screen bigger?
Turn your phone sideways.
Yeah.
Right on.
Good, Chiga.
Yeah.
So, Rich, these are actually all the ones I have of those.
It's fantastic. They're gorgeous.
That is amazing.
My grandma used to own a donut shop when I was real young, and I'm assuming she got them in change and just seen them and decided that they were something to set aside. So they sat in her collection from I don't know when, and she passed away 4 or 5 years ago. And then I started collecting coins, and my mom was like, "Well, here, you can have these." And while I was going through them, I found all these. So I sent one in a couple weeks ago to Jason Culver at madddieclash.com because I was interested just to find out any information on them. And come to find out, it's actually a new find for this iClash. So I got the website, and he sent me all the information today, and I actually have my name on his site next to this coin now, which I just think is incredible.
Congratulations, man. That's like my goal right now.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So now whenever anyone goes to look up this penny, Rich, they'll see the pennies that I gave you and see these.
Hey, do you want me to send you a couple of them back? I certainly can.
No. I'm not worried about that at all, man.
Well,
That's awesome.
I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
I know.
I'm
I
really
know.
hoping
I
I
know
just found
you
one too.
will appreciate them more than anything. So I'm not worried about that.
'Cause I'm hoping that I just found something that'll put my name in the book too.
Oh, I'm sure you will, man. It just takes looking. This
Uh,
this
I
this was
kind of,
on
I
my
kind of think,
grandma.
I just did. Like, I gotta send it out tomorrow because, yeah, unless he already has one there that he hasn't put up on the books, this is the new one. And I can't say that with a surety very often, but this time I truly can.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, man.
So I'm so excited. Like, I'm so pumped right now looking at this penny right in front of me.
Oh yeah, man. Actually, I've been waiting all day to hope Rich would get on so I could tell so I could tell him.
Yeah, I made a video immediately. I had a tray of like 20 pennies out. I had a bunch of uncirculated 1970s, and then I had one 2019 mixed in throughout all of them, just because that's just how I laid them down. And as soon as I hit this 2019, I didn't even know what date it was. It made me stop because I on the L, the I, the B, the E, and the R, it has notches in the top left.
That's awesome.
Like clear as day. Like I'm super stoked right now. I gotta look up how to send it to Wexler. I gotta watch that stupid coin op video, and I don't mean stupid. It's very informative.
Now, normally the 80s rolls had issues, so the paper messed up a bit, but these look really clean.
Yeah, I was amazed. They've probably honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they've been sitting in there since the 80s. Honestly, I mean, she hasn't had that donut shop since then, so it's making me think that she's had them for a really really long time. Especially how nice they look. I mean, I'm not a grader, but I know they're definitely in MS state of some kind.
Oh, for sure. They're high MS. They're Gem BU for sure. Which is,
Oh yeah,
and when they
they
say Gem BU, that's
64.
65 or
Yeah,
higher.
they 64, 65, easy.
Yeah, Gem BU means 65 plus, and that is easy 65 red all day.
So
Easily,
now
I
I'm
can say that
going
with
to
confidence right now,
probably send a couple off. Loki, would you
dude.
hush, dude?
I would move them from being on top of one another like immediately, and then pick out your best three and send them in. But I would definitely get them from being stacked on top of one another.
Oh, I do. I've been slowly. I ran out of staples.
Oh, I've been there.
Otherwise, these are more of them right here.
Okay, good. Oh, wow, you have a bunch. What
Yeah.
would you ask for one? I would love to add one to my collection. What would you want for one, my friend?
To be honest, right at this moment, I am totally clueless on on any of it. I've only been actually collecting since a little bit before my birthday, which was in July. So I'm
Yeah,
really just learning fast and hard. So it's a little
I've
much,
been,
and then having this happen is it
yeah,
kind of
it's
blew
impressive.
my head off today.
Yeah, I've been collecting since January, which was right after my birthday as well.
Yeah, now this one of the ones you sent me is a MS-66 probably. It's real close.
That's awesome.
I finally succeeded and got me a bunch of BU rolls at the expo the other day. I got 4 rolls of 70S, 3 rolls of 68S, 3 rolls of 72S, a 54S, a 58, a 61. I think that's it.
Yeah, I saw your rolls. They look really good.
I'm so excited. I'm afraid to even open this 58P because it just looks too perfect.
Yeah, a lot of those rolls are beautiful, man.
I hear a little bitty one, Rich.
Yeah, it's pretty strong sometimes when I talk, but not every time.
Yeah, I've heard it just once and it went away. And it was on when I was talking. Actually, I heard it on your guys' screens when I talk.
So yeah, that's the information I was hoping to give you. I've just been waiting. It's been like, I don't know, a couple weeks. I sent them out just before I sent those to you. So I've been waiting a little while to hear back from this guy, and he just emailed me today.
That's great. Yeah, I'll send you some nice coins. I appreciate the trade.
Oh yeah, I knew you would. I figured you would.
Can you present me for 1 second, Rich? The notching at the top of the L, the I, the B, and the E in the top left. And that is not a light situation. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Cool.
So
Hope it works out for you.
yeah, those ones I'm sure. I'm not even gonna waste time going around the coin and wasting your guys' time doing that stupid show and tell. So that's all I really needed to see right there for me to know that this was a double.
That's great.
I was like, yep, I gotta watch that video as soon as I get off the stream with you guys so I can send it out tomorrow morning.
You know, it's so funny because there's so many guys that have been trying for so many years to get something, you know, with their name next to it. And you do it in less than a year. Well, even less than that, since July. Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, I got to thank my grandma for that one, though. She's the one that really found them. I just got lucky, was given a collection to go through. If it wasn't for her, then, you know, I got to say thank you to her. Unfortunately, she's no longer around. She would have been tickled pink. She would have thought this was awesome.
Oh, smart lady for putting them aside.
Yeah, she had a few nice, interesting little coins here and there. Nothing major, but I think these stood out more than anything just because, you know, I mean, you look at them and you can just see that there's something different with them.
You grab a pair of pliers and squish your staples together, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay, just making sure. I bought a Morgan the other day from a collector supposedly, and he had all his stacked up, and none of his staples were pressed in. I was like, bro, you are ridiculous right now.
I rescued this Morgan last night out of old money clip.
Damn, you just been getting lucky all kinds, man. Jesus.
Yeah, this was in her collection too, but the money clip was broke, so I figured I would try to get it out, and thankfully I was able to get it out without.
And
I did a
that's the
little
one.
bit of. I knew
That's the
one
one.
more time right there, but
Yeah, that's worth silver. That's about it.
yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
the
But
one
I
family
figured at
item.
least now it's not in that bulky piece of metal that it was in now. So
Yeah.
Can you turn that one back over? I want to see that left wing for a minute. What's going on with the middle of that wing?
It was
do you see the glue?
yeah, that's glue and stuff. Rich.
Yeah,
Oh, in the middle on the wing?
Yeah,
yeah. That's
it's
the glue.
it was like in a belt buckle,
Money clip.
a money clip. Yeah,
Oh, so this was a glazed coin.
yeah.
Hey, Place Chaser, how you doing?
What's up, Placer?
All right. What's going on, Cajun? What's up, Rich?
Not a lot. Just soaking in all this beautiful pennies I see right there with that die clash.
They look new.
Jailhouse Lincolns.
It's the
Yeah, I
new
figured
find.
the
It's
one he
an
gave.
actual new find, Placer.
That's a new find.
Yeah, I just got the information back today from Attribution.
That is sweet.
Right?
Man,
So what are they saying
The
about
back
it?
the back is actually Clash 2, and it has Lincoln's Clash underneath the memorial, but it's real hard to see.
yeah, I saw
You
it.
can you can kind of see like the bottom of his bust right below, or right above the N and the E and the
I
C
can
and the
see it.
N.
Are you gonna send them in for
It's
grade or what?
actually pretty obvious.
I'm going to, yeah, once I get I'm waiting for it to come back now. I'm gonna send them in for grade. And after hearing back from Rich, I'm kind of a little more excited about the grade.
Well, when you become a millionaire, remember I said congratulations first.
Right? You got some gem to use there, pal.
Yep, actually, I said it first on this stream, but yeah, and I'll send you some airtights when I send you the coins.
Oh, I'd appreciate it.
You bet.
If you were to honestly put a value on them right now, the way they sit, Rich, what would you say? Your honest opinion.
Well, let me look it up for a second to see what the coin by itself does. But you know, the errors, they all run differently. And being a new one, normally they get a fairly good amount of money because they are new.
Yeah, they're pushing the thousands normally on the first one found.
The guy told me that I should send it to Annex because that way I would most likely get a new fine label. But if I send it to PCGS or NGC, he said that they probably wouldn't use the numbers, but just use that it was die clashed. So I'm thinking
Ooh,
about
that's
just
actually
sending it to
that could be
Annex.
real. That could be legit. Yeah.
Actually,
That way,
PCGS does if they attributed by Wexler.
But
Uh,
it's not by Wexler.
it's
yeah,
not by
it's not by
Wexler.
Wexler.
Oh,
It's
okay.
by the die clash guy.
What year are those?
84.
84.
Wow.
I have a lot more of them as well. Like all these on this table are those die clash.
Hey,
Yeah,
Quasi, how you doing, bud?
pretty impressive.
You know, I was worried at first because, like I said, I'm new to this, and I started seeing things about vice jobs and people making errors, and I started to get real worried. But the more I looked at them, you can tell it's definitely not a vice job.
Yeah, Vice Job's going to be totally opposite.
Yeah, so that's not an
Yeah.
imprint. That's an overage, for
Yeah,
lack of better words. It's not an innie, it's an Audi.
right, right, correct.
You know, Superman, I'm sure we could work something out, man. For me, it's not necessarily the value either.
Me neither,
So
man. I would only ask for one because I'm not trying to sell for extra value. I'm trying to add to my collection.
I'm sure we could come to agreement on another penny or something. I really like pennies myself, so I'm
Absolutely,
sure we
man.
could work something out.
I'm a proof hunter as well, so I find a lot of proof varieties. Like
I wouldn't be
I find a
against
lot of proof varieties.
trading another one.
Deal. Let me start hunting my pennies. It would either be a 72, a 60, or a 7, or 72, a 68, or a 70 proof penny. Because those are the ones that I'm positive if I spent some time, I could find me one pretty quick, like because I'm good at it.
Yeah, and just do yourself a favor. Don't trade too many right away. Wait until you get a couple graded so you can. Otherwise, somebody else might beat you to the punch. And normally, it's the first couple coins that make the big bucks.
It's true, and I'm not going to be the one to do that. I can even wait until after you do whatever you got to do before we do a trade. I just would like one because that's awesome. That's awesome as hell.
My problem is the way I'm sitting right. Well, it's not really a problem, I guess, but to be honest, I don't. Even if they do come back graded, I don't know if I'd really want to sell them. I mean, I kind of like hearing that you guys appreciate them more than the value of the money I would get from them. I know that maybe sounds crazy, but
Now your story's
it's
cooler.
not
The
it's
fact that
not
you've only been
necessarily about the money. I mean, it's cool that they're could possibly be worth something, but at the same time, you know, they sat there for many years not doing nothing, not being enjoyed, not being looked at, nothing, you know. So I don't mind people that actually enjoy them and doing some trades here and there either, though, you know.
yeah, buddy.
Well, just keep me in mind, Midnight.
I was like, your story within itself is the coolest part. The fact that you've only been doing this for so long. People have been doing this for 30, 40 years trying to get exactly what you just did.
Yeah, and the question
Like
is, you know,
years.
will it ever happen again?
I would say there's a good chance, man. I basically I have insomnia, so I don't sleep all that much, as Cajun knows. So I'm in a solid like 9 months of almost every free minute of my day hunting for a new variety. I found some good ones. Like I found a couple Robert Lawson varieties. I found a couple FS 101s, but I want my name in a book. I want my name somewhere.
Yeah, man, I danced a little. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still so excited I can't stop smiling.
You better not, bro. I'd smack you if you were able to quit smiling all of a sudden. Because that's huge. It's like a momentous moment right there. That's huge. The name in the record books is what I don't know. That's what I strive for. Either I want to write a book or I want my name to be in a book many, many a time. Because I'm not going anywhere in this numismatic world.
I was kind of debating about just sending one off to all three of the places, to be honest, just to see what they all came back as.
Bro, if you have the money to do it and it's not going to hurt your pocket, then do it. But
Well, I mean,
PCGS
at
is
the end of the day, I would, if it were to hurt my pocket, I'd just turn around and sell one.
oh yeah, it's true. But that's what I'm saying. If you have the money to do it, then it wouldn't screw with you originally, because they take about a month to come back unless you pay the extra money.
Yeah, but what you do, you don't pay the
I have
membership
30
fee.
of them.
You don't pay the membership fee. You go to a coin dealer, a coin
No, it's
shop
true.
that's a PCGS and NGC authorized place, and then they send it in for you for a little small fee.
Yeah, my
If
coin
they even
dealer, I
charge
talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he said he'd send them in for me if well, not these specifically, but
you.
I asked him if he would send in for customers, and he said he would gladly do it. So
Yeah, so he probably won't even charge you. Yeah, you'll get a free list PCGS and NGC, and then you can send your own to Annex because they don't charge, and it's like $15 for a penny.
and then of course he told me, you know, the more I send in, you know, mailing them, the cheaper it would be. You know, it'd be cheaper than one here, one there, one here, one there. You know,
Yeah,
type
they
of
all
deal.
do a
But
5 coin discount. Most of them want 5 coin minimum. So basically a proof set. You want to send in a proof set size if you send them in. But they do
see my
vary price based on what you want them to do. So if you want them to look for a variety, which you do, you have to mark this, and they charge extra for that. And if it's a larger coin, they charge extra for that. And if PCGS knows how to nickel and dime the world, and they do because we need them. But I'm hoping to actually join that crew. I'm taking the ANA course this summer or this next summer.
that would actually be really cool.
Yeah, they do. I guess PCGS does a tour, and they come to Colorado and do like it's kind of like a boot camp. It's kind of like what is it? It's like the combine for football, where you get a whole bunch of rookies around. They all sit there and like they give you tests, and if you fail, you get like kicked out. And the people who make it to the end and have the eye for it, they take you with them. and then you get to go to like stage 2 of the courses and whatnot. And, like they really take you on as like a potential PCGS ANA member.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, this sounds like
Here's the
Mike.
gold coin that I got from my grandma.
Oh, you're the one who I watched. Yeah, did you do a video on that?
Well, I did a little video on my channel, but not
Yeah.
nothing.
I think I watched it today. I go through all them. I go through videos like you wouldn't believe, looking at like grading videos, and then these gold videos pop up. So I was looking at $10 Eagles or $10 Indians.
Like my lovely staple job.
Oh, getting close.
Well, on the
So
other
she
side,
deserves
it
an
doesn't
airtime
hurt
more
so
than anything
look.
else in that collection right there. She deserves an airtight ASAP.
Yeah, I'm trying to find every airtight I bought so far. That's my issue. Is it's like
Well, do you have a red book?
the only place I really have around here to where I can visually go and check them is Hobby Lobby, and
Well,
they have like cheap stuff, and they
yeah,
don't
they do.
have.
Yeah,
All they have is like stuff for $50 or pennies
Oh,
or
I know.
quarters or dimes.
If you have a red book, look up the dimensions and then just order one from Amazon.
well, no, I'll give you a website
Or-
to get them from.
So my goal is to get a 10th ounce gold coin by the end of the year.
No, the coins that are underneath this aren't die clashed.
Hey, Michael, it's in the chat.
All right, I'll check it out when I back out of here.
Yeah, you
That
just
gold coin's nice. I like it.
need to
Yeah,
measure it by millimeters.
Yeah,
my
that
goal
was
is to make it to gold.
this was left to my grandma from my great grandma, so it's kind of another little family coin, I guess.
I guess I'm lucky because as you're getting all the inheritance, which is awesome. Like it's awesome to see. I'm the only one in the family who has showed interest in coins, and my grandma and grandpa, I guess, have a huge collection, but they won't show it to me.
It
It's
sucks.
frustrating, and they live in Mexico, and I'm not near Mexico.
Yeah, I remember hearing you say you were talking about was it your dad or your grandpa had a car sitting somewhere and they weren't using it?
Oh no, that was my uncle. Yeah, he's got like this stupid rare Chevelle that he's just letting die. I hate that man for that reason. That one reason alone is enough to make me hate that man. And I don't mean that very seriously. I'm displeased with him for sure. Because he's in Mexico.
I totally understand.
He's in Mexico right now and has been for like the past 3 years, and that car's been sitting in that garage untouched, just garage rot. But I can't say much right now because my Trans Am is in my buddy's backyard rotting away. I need to sell it because I promised I would never let it do that. So I got to sell my.
Here's another one for you, Rich. I think I already showed it to you one time.
Oh yeah, I remember.
No idea. I'm pretty sure it's got to be plated, but the luster on it is just amazing. So and the detail is just beautiful.
Oh, is that one of those Steelies?
No, it's a 1990 that some people say is unplated. Some people say is plated. Some people say the copper was taken off. Some people say they don't know. I mean, it's an amazing coin. It really is an amazing coin. The details all there. It just doesn't have the copper coating.
Oh, Rich, I was actually told to show this to you. I don't remember who told me to show it to you, but they wanted to see your opinion on the grade because they were having an argument between MS65 and MS63.
Let's see the other side.
Let me get the light back. There we go.
Yeah, tilt it almost straight back from the top, just a little bit more. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it looks like it has great detail.
And then from what you taught me last time, above her forehead has 2 solid strands, and it's very, very, very visible too. And right here, these fields are probably the cleanest I've ever seen.
Cool. Yeah, if it's that clear, well, I see some marks on the cheek. I see a little bit on
Yes,
the jawbone.
absolutely. You absolutely do, for sure. As our cheek
Yeah.
had a little bit. And over here, I don't think does
I
have
think
any.
I would make a 63 myself, 64. 63, I'm going to go with.
But over here where it's blue, where it almost looks like there was damage in the field, I don't think there is. I think it's just the toning.
Yeah, if the fields are that clear, that'll normally get it a fair jump in grade. The bag marks
Yeah, 'cause
can be, they're allowed to a point. So some of those are passable. They just hate seeing them in the fields.
and it's a 19020, but it's not the micro O.
Now, are you set to the desktop setting? Because it looks like your camera's not doing as good as it normally does.
Yeah, I think it's just because the amount of brightness I have in front of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great looking coin. Normally, I'll take them and give them a good wiggle in the light and look for flat spots because sometimes you'll get like a little rub or something like that on them. So that normally shows up when you give them a little bit of a wiggle in the light. But I'm not seeing nothing.
I think it reminds me of a
Got that
burnt
beautiful
marshmallow.
cartwheel.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
it does have the cartwheel.
this is how I practice doing the cartwheel thing, because like hey, you got to learn how to do the cartwheel sometimes, because you can't really get it on every penny and whatnot.
Yeah. And you want to
Yeah, I
see
got
that
this from
go all the
Erie
way
Gold and
around.
Silver. I wish I would have had more because he had a dimple that he hadn't like looked at or graded, and it was way. It had the halo, but it was just frost. She was just white. But I didn't have enough money on day one, so I put out 4 Morgans, and I was like, all right, out of these 4, which one will you hand me for $50? Because he was like, I would sell all those for 60 to 100, probably closer to 100. And I was like, well, I got 70, and I've spent 20 here already. So which one are you going to give me? And he looked at the book real quick and threw this one down and walked off. And I was like, ha ha, ha. I love you, Neil. Then when I went back the next day to grab the other ones, because I sold some of my silver certificates, all of them were gone. I was sad.
Yeah, too bad take it easy, Mike. Too bad it's a not a better date.
I'm not to a point where I can afford the better dates yet. Like I only paid 50 for this, which is good for this, because if it hits a 64, it's worth around $70, which is still awesome. I want a CC. I don't own a CC anything yet. Like that's my goal right now. Is I want to get one CC. I don't even care what it is. I don't even care
Yeah,
what
I would
grade
love
it's.
to have a Morgan.
If I could get a CC Morgan, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to like accidentally build a New Orleans collection, because I think I have like out of my 10 Morgans, I think 6 or 7 of them are different dated New Orleans.
That's the one thing I don't.
Yeah, that's why I was glad to see that Morgan I pulled out of that money clip was a Denver.
See, are you lucky to yeah, I'm born and raised in Denver, so I want that 1921D. That's like one of the Morgans that I want in a very high grade. Like the other ones,
Yeah.
you always want a Morgan in a high grade. But if I could get me like a top pop or a CAC certified 1921D, I'd be happy as all hell.
Now, see, gray sheets say 64 is about $70.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Yeah.
looked up as well.
176 for 65. But
That's a
67,
drastic jump.
yeah, 67 jumps to $9,000.
I don't dream that big. Even my dreams have realistic value.
Yeah, but if you dream that big, it comes in about a 65.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then they told me to show you that 54 proof set that I have that you've already seen.
Yeah,
My
it's
cute
good,
panda I got.
good looking set.
So I don't
Any
know. I don't
silver
have a
rounds
single.
just awesome.
I don't have a single panda yet.
This is my first one, man, and the only reason I got it was because of Coin Hunting Couple.
That's great.
That's how I got my first ASE was from Robert Lawson. Because I didn't really stack Eagles at all. I had no interest in the high premium.
Well, to be honest, I just didn't want to pay what people are paying for these things. I mean, not even being a full ounce of silver, it's kind of hard to pay $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50 for one of these things. But
not unless it looks cool, like some Ford Superman silver.
A lot of people growing
It's
nuts
definitely
over them
cool,
John
though.
Wick ones.
Dude, they
Yeah, I
are, but
want
I
one of those,
wouldn't
too.
go nuts over the silver version. Like if I could afford gold, I'd be going nuts.
You can just get so many coins for what you pay for a gold piece. I've seen silver hit high dollars too many times in my lifetimes. Gold, I know it has never done that. Of course, it did start off fairly low in the early years, but
It jumped this year. It jumped this year as much as silver did, almost to like the exact percentage. Oh, I watched a huge report on it.
This is that silver round I got from the 1909 finalist.
That's awesome. I actually have.
Nice.
I feel really bad because I have a package here that I don't know who sent to me. I joined a stream because it had Sheldon in it, and the second I joined, it was a giveaway, and I don't even know what the giveaway was for. But I entered and I won like immediately, and it was the end of the stream giveaway. So then he just kind of shut down after I sent him my email address and my address. And I can't remember who it was. I don't know what I won. I don't know what it was for. I don't know who it was from. It feels kind of heavy though. It feels like a bar. I'm excited. I feel kind of bad. I don't know how I feel about opening it.
well, be sure to film it. They might be one of the
Yeah.
channels that like to have that.
Yeah. That's why as I've had it for 3 days, and I've just been trying to rack my brain on who it was. But I don't think I'd ever been in their stream before because I didn't recognize the voice.
Time to read the letter inside.
I hope there is a letter inside. That would be good.
I've had to start limiting how many streams I watch because I've noticed I'm getting into so many and I can't keep track. And
you feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, the one good thing is most of them I run into someone that I know from another stream, so it's like, well, at least I know a couple people in here, but it's like I don't know who the stream is, though.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop out. I'll see y'all later. 8.
Adios, kids.
Ed and all that. So hey, Michael Kittle, didn't see you in here. And Monet. I'm dropping out, guys. I'll see y'all later.
See you later, Cajun.
You have a
Thank
good
you.
one, Cajun.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. All right, blue top.
Oh wow, you are tired. It's only midnight.
Hey, Michael Kittle, how you doing? I show you the gift I got in the mail today. Oh, the camera's dead. Just a second.
Oh, what a terrible roll this was.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Pretty nice clasher.
Let me see
I
what you
can't
said.
see the live chat, so I don't know what anybody's saying.
If you go to the desktop site,
Here,
you are
it's
able
in
to
that.
see the live chat.
And I can put some of it on the screen like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Midnight just got his name put aside. And what channel is that?
And thank you for telling me that, Kittle, about the fields not mattering for squat compared to the cheek. Thank you.
Were you
I'm
talking to me, Rich?
Yeah, what channel is that? That is the Clash one.
It is called maddieclashes.com.
That's what Rich said too, Kittle. Hey,
And
too bad it's not a double ear too.
the reference number is ADC1C 1984 11. So that is new find 11 out of the group, I guess. I don't know how they word it.
He's got bunches of them.
Yeah, he's got oodles of them. Oodles, I tell you. This little butt bunch here. And I say that in the nicest, loving way. I'm just so jelly it boils out of my skin. Oh, we just found a 1972 SRPM. That's pretty sweet.
Cool. Now, Placer, didn't you find a coin this evening?
Yeah, I did. My very first one.
What'd you find?
I found 2000, year 2000, wide A&M.
Oh,
Right.
awesome.
I still have yet to find one of it.
Yeah, Michael, that Britannia is beautiful, man. I can't. I went and left another message on Rick G's stream the other night, thanking him, letting him know that I got it. It's really cool. I appreciate it. That giveaway was awesome. I can't say it enough. Bunch of firsts for me today. New finds, getting up in the big show.
Well, yeah, we're the night crew. I forgot about that. We're considered the night crew.
Hey, it
Usually
works for me. I
Cajun's
got to
up.
stay up till 7 a.m.
Yeah, and I was a night warehouse worker until I had emergency surgery and they fired me for it. Huge battle. So I'm used to this whole night up scenario. Sleep for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm my grandma's glorified butler.
Nice. Well, if she's giving you stuff like that, then you better keep it up, bud.
Oh no, that's a different grandma. That grandma's no longer here. This one is she's 95 and didn't
Ooh,
want to go to a nursing home, and I didn't, I wasn't gonna have her go to a nursing home, and she didn't want to, so
yeah.
I
No,
moved
I
in
respect
and
that.
started helping take care of her and stuff. So now she's doing a lot better and
Yeah, you
living
being there
her
every day
life.
is enough. Yeah,
Good for you.
that's awesome. Yeah, congratulations on just being a badass. I can't even put that any other way.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome clash. It's actually a double clash, Michael. There's one on the reverse of Lincoln's bust, actually on the back as well. It's cool. I forgot the die was tilted at 2 degrees, and that's why the clash on the front was so strong and left the marks at the angle it did.
It shows pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Kittle,
So when I
sir,
get
do
the
you
one
know?
back, get the back from
Oh,
him, then I'll send a few off for grading, and then I'm gonna find out what grades I can pull.
nice. You better do an unboxing video with or do a prepping and unboxing video for that, because that would I love those. I love those very much, actually, and I would love to see it.
Oh yeah, I will without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Do a guess the grade. Do a guess the grade, because that's my favorite.
It's my precious.
Mr. Kittle, sir, do you know if there is a master doubling for the 38 Jefferson, the 38Ds on the reverse? Because I got a split Seraphim by T that is really, really, really strong, but I couldn't match it on the 3 that I found listed. So I don't know if that was one of the master doublings that they had, because I know that the early Jeffersons have a lot of those. And it would make sense because it's on the T in United.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to back out and charge my phone for a minute, but I'll still be in the chat though.
All righty. Hey, thanks again and congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Hey man, thank you for letting me come up here and talk about it for a minute, man.
Hey,
Oh, I'm
super
sure
exciting.
it won't be the only time you're asked to talk about this. You will have some interviews headed your way. I'm almost positive.
Hey, I'll gladly take them. All right, I appreciate it, and I will still be in the chat though.
all righty.
You're not getting rid of me yet.
Okay. It was worth a shot. You know a lot of the random questions or the answers to the random questions I have. So a shot in the dark never hits if you don't throw it.
Yeah, I was gonna put some coins up for sale, but Sheldon snagged them all, so it's a good thing.
Your enthusiasm makes me all giddy inside midnight.
Yeah, it's something you don't get to experience too often. Not many people can say that.
No, and it's what I needed to get me back in the mood. I was starting to burn myself out a little bit last week. I had no motivation to look through a loop. But then I found those BU rolls for a really good price. I mean, the average price for the rolls, it was like $2 or $3, which I know when you don't know what's inside, it's kind of a gamble. But this one wasn't too bad because I think I have an RPM here. I'll get back here.
Yeah, if we'd have seen your face, you'd have had that silly ear-to-ear smile that doesn't go away. We know.
Oh man, your cheeks are gonna hurt tomorrow. I can almost guarantee it. That's a little RPM-y. Got to do some homework.
Pretty cool.
I'm more excited about that 2019. Like I hope to be as excited as Midnight.
I was so sad though, Rich, because like I ordered the 1909 through 1959 like collector's book for pennies, you know, and all I found was 59s. I didn't find anything earlier than that.
Oh, not even one Wheatie?
No, well, I mean, I got a little stack of Wheaties, but I didn't find any like good ones, I should say.
I know my penny book looks so just bare once you go into the 30s. And then the 20s. There's nothing, just nothing. My Indian head book is fuller than my Wheatie book.
And this one you can get a BU 1909S BDB for 275, I think.
That's not bad. I want the 1909 S Indian. That's my dream. That's my dream boy. I want to fill that book so terribly badly.
I just want to fill the regular penny book, the 09 to 59, and then I think I'm gonna sell all my silver before long and just invest in gold coins, because I don't have a single gold coin.
I don't have a single one either. My goal was to have one by the end of the year, and then gold went on that stupid spike.
Yeah, well, I mean, I go out and prospect for gold all the time. Like I just got back from this weekend prospecting, and like I
Oh,
love gold.
you're placer, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you are a gold. I watched your map video today, and then all your other ones. So it turns out I was.
And there's
Yeah,
your
it's fun.
Indian right there. 1909S. Uncirculated, 285. Same price as the BDB.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
$87 for the 8S.
That is not bad.
Now these ones are a lot of fun.
And then the only battle would be getting that 1877.
Now, is that a red book you're looking at, Rich?
No, it's actually a it's called let me just show you. Numismatic scrapbook. I have a whole box of these that I think they go back to the early 50s, but I'm not sure. But I also collect the red books, the blue books, and all the other books that.
Look at Kittle just taking all of it. I'll just take all of it. I want it all. I'll take that. That's a deal. Oh, I'll take the 9S too.
Yeah, that map proof was there. I was just looking at that. Not sure I can find that page again.
No, this guy, you hurt my VR. It kills me inside. Can I do layaway? I mean, I'll work it off. You can give me
Layaway.
and stuff. I'll slave it out. Pretty
Weed
good
away.
at grunt work. I'm 6'3" with good lifting power. I got a lot of years left.
Because this is a whole bunch of different groups or shops selling. Oh, I think this is it. Just a second. Yeah, here you go. So the map proof right there, 140.
So what is that thing called?
What, the coin or the book?
The book.
It's numismatic scrapbook.
Is that an old copy, or is that or did they do monthly?
It's I'm not sure if it was a monthly or not. I forget. December 63, I would say monthly.
Yeah.
50 cents.
That's cool.
Coins, tokens, metals, and paper money.
See, and because I watched Placer's Gold Maps little thing, I ended up watching the Gold Maps video that I had watched originally, which is why I asked you about it at all. And then they told me about what is it, the stupid union. It's like a union. It's the Gold Prospectors Union, basically. Where you have to be a member to join it, but it has like the most detailed gold map I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the GPAA
Yes,
mining
that's
guide.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
And then they put like markers, like go to this rock and take 10 paces to the left, and
Right, from all the
because they've been
members.
adding up,
Yeah,
they can date back to like the very very beginning of the prospecting days. That's just cool. That's just cool though.
yeah, I love gold. I found about a little over half a gram this weekend with a bunch of people.
Cool.
And after watching all those videos, I did my own little research, and there's all kinds of little spots of gold like in town where I'm at, but I couldn't find the detailed map on where I want there to be gold.
Well, there's gold in every single river in the world. If you just search around the inside, just after the inside bend of a river, you'll find gold
Hey,
as long as you're
and
digging in the heavy rock area.
that's all this river does. It's like it's an S-curve mountain, so it goes up the mountainside for like 5 miles, and it turns every 15 to 20 feet.
Yeah, just search right after that inside bend every time where the heavy rocks lay. You'll find gold, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah! I'm gonna start at the top and just work my way down. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be real cold. Doesn't matter what time of year. It's gonna be cold.
You're gonna get the fever, I'm telling you.
Oh, I believe it. I believe you. Because Al was trying to tell me I would catch the metal detecting fever, and I don't have that. I don't have that metal detecting bug.
No, gold is different because
Yeah,
you're pulling that out of a river, and when you see it like the flash in your pan, you're like, oh my god, I'm hooked. Like, I found
and
this,
see,
I did this, me, and then you go to find
and
more.
I'm a gem and garnet fan too. So even if the shine isn't necessarily gold, I don't really care. It's still gonna make me happy because I appreciate gemstones. I don't care how precious or rare the gemstone is. I appreciate the shine of a good gemstone.
$52, Michael. Oh, there's the double die. I was looking for it. 185. I'll take 10 of them.
I was talking to a coin shop owner's helper who said he had 2 of the 55 double die. So I got 2. I was like, why aren't you rich? Why are you the helper?
Why are you an apprentice?
Yeah, so why are you the guy who takes orders all day? This is confusing. You're sitting on like 100 grand if they're in the quality supposedly say they are. So go get him. I want to see him. Go home. I'll give you a ride.
Right.
I just want to visually see what it looks like so I know what to look for.
It reminds me of that scene in, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's a movie called Euro Trip,
Oh,
and
sword chuck.
they cash in their money, and he tips the concierge with a nickel, and he's like, "Do you see this?" And he takes off his glove and smacks the hotel manager, and he's like, "I opened up my own hotel."
I haven't seen Hero Trip in a long time.
That was such a funny movie. Scoozy,
Yeah.
Scoozy.
Oh god, that pervert. Yeah, the creepy Italian dude. I want to go see fucking Super Troopers 2. Sorry. Yeah.
Whitman Numismatic Journal. Coming in 64.
Oh, we gotta look forward to that.
I want to
30
travel with the coin shows and just be like a roadie set up for 'em.
A 36 proof set, $520.
What year does that book go up to, Rich?
A 64.
All the way back to, from what date? 1909?
Well, I'm sure it goes back even further. It just depends on which coins you're looking at. Oh, here's rolls. Oh, rolls of proofs.
I was wondering what it valued the 43 steel at in that book.
Probably not that much because they just never really gained too much.
Did anybody see that post on the Coin Op Facebook page the other day where the dude was like, "Hey, if you don't think they exist, they do." And he was all, I bought this roll for 300 and I sold it for 19 and it had a roll of uncirculated steelies. Not replated, just like flawless steelies on a little tray.
Well, a lot of these are, they don't go all the way up. Here's some 1807. I'm not sure on those ones. We'd have to ask Michael what these are. Because this does metals and all kinds of stuff. Hey, Victoria. Just looking at an old magazine.
What's up, Victoria?
Catalog.
What's up, Victoria?
I didn't realize Pot of Jam was in here. What's up, bud?
What do they win?
Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Pot of Jam. $21 Standing Liberty quarter at $250 for choice. $190 for the 110 proof.
It makes me want to grab a car auto magazine from back then where you could get a Chevelle for $2,000.
What's up, Hector?
Oh, my 71 car was a little more than $2,000.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm jealous of your guys' coinage and your cars. I was born in the wrong era.
And that same car, you know, if it's stock and with the better setup is 50. Well, they've gone down. They got up to almost 100 grand there for a while, but 50,
Yeah.
60 these days.
Yep. And the coinage you guys were throwing around is sitting at about the same sometimes.
Yeah, I picked up lots of silver bank rolls at face. Hey, Hector, how you doing?
See, I've never gotten lucky like that with silver. I've done 7 or 8 boxes of half dollars, and I pulled out 168 and handfuls of NIFCs. But I never pulled out a silver quarter. I've never pulled out a silver dime. I've probably done 10 boxes of both of those.
And there's that 15-piece 54 mint set, $13. The 55 is $22.50.
Oh hell no.
Nice.
$15.
Well, there's a steal.
How much they got it listed for?
Well, the mint set for 43 is $35, 15 piece. That's a nice one.
Why don't we just buy all those?
Yeah.
Right? I don't even dream of getting a
Well,
42 set
here you
yet.
go. Buy all of the buff for $370. There you go.
Yep. I'll do
Yep.
it twice.
Bust out the flux capacitor. Let's go.
Because
We're gonna hit ludicrous speed.
pretty crazy.
Where we're going, we don't need roads. We need 1949 or 43 steel pennies.
No, we need 1944 steel pennies.
Yeah.
We need all the steel pennies.
No. Come on, guys. Think again. What kind of pennies do we need in 43?
Copper.
There you go. Come on. If you're going to dream big.
Oh, then I want the 44 aluminum.
We weren't on that page. Yeah, I love going through these books, and a lot of these were handed down to me from some of the coin club members here in where I grew up. Oh, here's the rolls of, and these books are a lot of fun. Brilliant uncirculated sets.
What would we buy with them, Michael?
I would pay. I would pay with my Morgans.
I would become a philanthropist and end world hunger and make sure none of the homeless ever were homeless again. And, stuff like that.
You dream big. I like it.
And keep in mind, you go back to the right year, bringing aluminum was a big deal.
Right.
I try to be a philanthropist, but my wallet doesn't agree.
Right. It's just like I think I need a vacation, and then my wallet goes, yeah, to the fucking backyard. Cool.
Indians.
Ah, this is my favorite. They were charging crazy amounts for Indians at that show.
Yeah, well,
They were charging accurate prices, but that's still crazy to me.
1877 is $300.
Oh,
Oh,
that's back
there's
then.
the proof. The proof is $15.50.
Oh,
Nice. That's what I want. I want an 1877 proof Indian.
oh God, I'd poop myself.
Wonder what that one goes for today. Let me look really quick.
Did that even exist today?
Somebody's got to have it.
It's like, how many of those were minted? Where's my book? It was under 1 million. Because I know that 1909S only has like 370,000.
Oh yeah, it's here. 1877 proof 900. And we might as well go all out and go cameo.
Yeah.
Nice. Proof 66.
God, I gotta Google this now.
Oh, it's only $3,600. That's not bad. For a 77, but it's not the rare. The rare one is the business strike.
Yeah. Really? How many more proofs did they make than the business strike?
Well, keep in mind the business strike got circulated.
Yeah, so less survival rate by a lot.
Right. Yeah, 852,000.
Oh wow, they made a lot more.
But 66 is $125,000. Yeah. And they only have one higher, a 66 plus, and it's never been sold. There's
Yeah, that
only
guy's not let go.
7 at 66. Let's see what the red brown ones go for, because some of the red brown ones are so gorgeous. Yeah, they got a real beautiful red brown.
I do like Indians in the red brown. The way that just the way that they tone that way, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
30,
Indian
38
head pennies and the $10 Indian gold piece are my favorite things.
$38,000 for the red
Oh,
red brown. Yeah, that's a fun little page. Numismatic varieties. Here's a wow. The 1 cent 54 BU roll was $41.
ha.
You're getting rated, Rich.
Hey guys, hey Chris, Dizzy, Butch, Dragonskin, Sherward, how you doing? Rose Dragon, welcome. Billy the Kid, E Pluribus. Oh, it disappeared on me. E Pluribus Unum, okay. North Idaho Fine Coins. Hi guys, thanks for stopping in. We're just looking at an old book with some really neat coins in it, like the 1877 proof Indian.
And in no way did we go back to the past to take all the steel and copper pennies.
Yeah, very cool. So I'm surprised the BU rolls were that expensive, but the 54 was that, that one in MS67 is the 20 something grand, 26 or 27 grand, I think.
How much is a 54S right now for a high grade?
Well, it was the Philly that was the rare one.
Well, I only ask because I have a BU roll of 54S.
Oh, just a second, I can tell you. So how's everybody doing? Thanks for stopping in. We're just pricing things out and dreaming big.
Right?
Right?
Coin rolls.
Ooh, I have to message Les tonight. Or email us.
54S. $17. Hey,
What
you
does
want,
an MS67 54S go for?
just a second. Let me show.
Oh yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I think it only goes up to 63 anyway.
Here you go, Midnight. This is Midnight's coin that it's my coin now, but Midnight sent it to me.
Oh, so his name's on it.
It's gonna be. Should have had him sign it.
You definitely should have had him sign it.
Didn't know at the time.
Now
Yeah, that's true.
Is that one of the double die casts as well, or just the front?
Yeah. Well, it's reverse as well. Right underneath Monticello there. Well, you can see it running up from the end of the N on up to the steps.
Oh
Pretty
yeah, definitely.
prominent.
Such a nice find.
Oh, beautiful glass. Thank you so much. I only expected 2, and then I end up with 3. How sweet.
You deserve them though, Rich. You give stuff away all the time.
I try. That's what makes it fun.
Is karma coming back around?
That is what I always swear by.
True.
Yep, absolutely true.
What's up, Sherry? What's up, everybody in the chat?
So very lucky. Oh, do they have the? I don't see the quarter listed. I see the Columbus Expo or Columbian Expo, but no Isabella quarter.
It's a book from the future, Silver.
Here, I'll show it. Hey, Gareth, how you doing? Silver nitrate, how you doing? December 1963. A good year. I have a whole box of these. I think they go back to the early 50s, if I'm correct. And
Yeah,
there's that 37 proof again.
Rich picked this book up off of Mars.
I looked, Michael, I didn't see anything. New Kennedy halves. Oh, here's some neat prices. Choice sets. And lower it just a little.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, there you go. Full sets.
Yeah, that roll set of them Jefferson nickels, 9,000 back then. Could you imagine now?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've got probably 50 rolls. So that was 38 to 64. That's mine are 39. It's missing 40 and one. I think I have 42 or 3. And then I have most of the rest up to the 60s.
I just noticed the starter set of Mercury dimes. They're $1 a piece for 18 of them. We need to order from this catalog, Rich.
Send me your money. I'll put in your orders. Just don't expect much back.
Even if we got like a sorry letter from the company, that would be awesome.
Now, Haas Coin Company, I think they're still around. Do you recognize that, Michael?
Now, does it have an order sheet in the back of the book?
Oh, I'm sure it's. Well, keep in mind, these are all individual ads. So most of them just have an address that you do. The book probably does have something that they do, but I don't see like an order sheet.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. This is just a book that a whole bunch of different companies put their ads in. So here, give you the first page. A nice coin. That's one of my favorites. 17.95 half dollar. Nice.
1963 coin talk.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Talking about some of the engravers and stuff, designers.
History's a funny thing.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Definitely.
So the one thing that on the old book that I have an old hardback book. And as I was going through it, all of a sudden I started coming across coins in between pages. That was a lot of fun because it was an old book from like the 20s.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Thomas Dooley. Thank you, Gareth. I appreciate you checking. You know, I think the woodworking Haas is a big name, and that might be why I might be recognizing it. $17.75. Very cool.
Or the value thereof in gold and silver. That's funny.
Yeah. Or 3 Spanish milled dollars. $1/3 of a dollar. Now, see, I've talked about this before. See the double F's? That was actually letters to represent double S's. Why didn't they just do double S's? Because they didn't have double S's yet. So we have like 12 or 13 extra letters when you go back this far. And some of the compounding of letters hadn't happened yet. So it's pretty cool. Oh, here's better Canadian coins and gold. Here, let's do the gold first. $18.56D fine, $1,100. Nice. Some of it goes for 20 and $30. Some goes for thousands. Very nice. Oh, the 1855D and extra fine repaired is $9.50.
Yeah, I'll take that whole page.
Yeah, me too. Oh, there's some Carson Cities. $63. $65.
Take that all day long.
1890. 1877. Nice. They don't have my 85 in here. And you know, it's funny because these prices are about half of what you'll pay. Well, what you used to pay for the GSAs about 3 or 4 years ago. And these are very fine and fine, and of course those are uncirculated.
Right.
So interesting price.
You got any gold coins, Rich?
No, I've sold them all for copper and silver.
If you ever get any more, let me know. I'll trade you copper and silver for them, more than what it's worth. I just like gold.
Yeah, so I'm always in for that one.
You can be my first gold coin giver.
Yeah, I just have so much fun with these books. And I tried to find the 16D dime, but so far nobody has it. H mint marks? Huh. I like how they list all the denominations side by side and then do the year down the side. Oh, there's Panama Pacific. $1, $2.50. Gold commemoratives. Lewis and Clark. Very cool. Scarce double eagles.
Is it a kryptonite gem?
Now the 16S and D are reverse mint mark walkers. So and right now in G for the S is about $100. The D is around 40 to 50. Got one of those right there. I have the S here too. Let's see. There's the S. Oh, 120.
What year is that?
1916. The mint mark's right there. The rest of, well, 17 had a couple too, but the rest of the years it's on the back.
Is there a 44 in there? S?
No. I don't know why they were probably just so common.
Does it continue on to the next page? Is that what that next list is?
Nope.
No.
Mercury Dimes, but no 16D. Here's some of the mint sets of the day, 60s. Large and small. And isn't that funny? The complete Lincoln Memorial set. Yeah, complete from 59 to 64.
Complete-ish.
7 years or 5 years. Very funny. Fantastic but true. Supply is limited. Gonna run out of these 64s.
You can get 50 of those for 115 bucks.
Bag of 5,000 cents. 135 bucks. Oh, all S mint marks. From 1909 S to 55. That's great. And some of the Barber Halves, 1893 S. What is it? Those are older Barber quarters. More Indians. Very interesting. Yeah, Coin Fanatic, I completely agree. 1909S, yeah, that was 1909S to 55. Very nice. Here it is. And that would have been a fun one to have had several of.
Yeah, let's penny roll hunt that bag.
Yep.
It'll be the best penny roll hunt ever.
Uh-oh, what's Silverman showing? You're out of focus, Silverman. Here you go. Oh, 58p. So let me see the side view again. Yeah. So see, when you're looking at these, you want to look for flaring on the ends. That shows that people have been into the rolls. Normally stay away from the ones that have any tape on them.
Yeah. Most of them that I bought came in tubes anyway. So the fact that that one was still in a roll, I was okay with it being tampered with.
Yeah, you're getting pretty good prices, so you did just fine. But
yeah, I think this was $3 or $4.
yeah, normally you find these on eBay and they're very pricey.
Yeah, and then they get bid on to like 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah, the flared ends shows that people have been in and out of them. The writing's not that big a deal unless somebody's started doing it in felt pen or those really big markers. Want to stay away from those.
And it says 115.83.
The adhesive from the tape causes the coins to tone and even brown. So normally the 5/6 end coins are normally pretty dark.
Yeah.
That one's good though.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't opened this one at all except for looking that far in, and it looks pretty good. And I know the other one I got that was an older one is This one? No.
See, now I regret not filming me pulling a lot of my coins out of my rolls, but at the same time, when you're trying to do a show and explain things and stuff, you're not being as careful. So
Yeah,
was,
I know. I watched
They're
you and your proof set video. You're throwing them around because you were talking, and you even said that in the video.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not a multitasker. I mention it often.
So this is the Tuba 54S. I pulled a few out. But that was a good looking tube. I started judging them by the edges, seeing how much toning or darkness or nicks were on the edges of the tubes because I had the option of doing so. Like this one was just because I wanted the last 68S. I think this was $2.
Yep, and 54P. That's the one you wanted.
Yeah, it was day 3 of the expo. He had already been through like all of his nickels. And he, like the guy who was running that table, I think he was running the table for a group of like 5 dealers because each tube has an initial. Like everything he was selling had a different initial, and he had like 4 different catalog books. Every time you bought something, it took like 10 minutes for him to catalog everything before he could
Yep.
give it to you.
Hey,
So
I'll check
then there was like
after.
awkwardly different prices for everything, like $2 for this one and the one next to it, same date, but for 6 or
Yeah, different rolls, different qualities of coin.
yeah. And then I got a couple of the Gem BU. Oh, I forgot I had a couple of 72S Gem BUs. Then I had a 73 still in the roll as well.
Yeah, you want to get them out of those clear tubes as soon as possible. Get them into the white square tubes.
Okay.
People don't realize, but boy, those clear ones, they allow too much air in.
Yeah, you can watch
Light.
like they darken up the edges so fast you can just see it.
Yeah.
Even when they tape them shut, it doesn't do enough.
Yeah, those are the ones I lose the worst. If I haven't got them into rolls, and it just takes a couple months and you start noticing it.
Yeah, I just have one. The one on my tray now is a bad one. That was a 72S roll. I think it was one of the $2 rolls. It's going to be good for varieties. I'm sure I'll pull like RPMs and stuff. But as far as pulling anything of quality out of there, nah. Every single one of those has nasty darkness on them or something, copper spotting. It's something would keep it under a 64 even on every single one.
Yeah. Hey Shane. Yeah, I the roles that I had, as a young man, and well, as a kid, I didn't take as good care of them because they were bright and brilliant. But my neighbor really did push me, and so I started putting them all in a box, and then I wrapped the box with a big plastic bag, and then I put that in a box and did it again with another bag. So all my stuff was double wrapped through the years.
Good.
So yeah, it's like the air goes stale and stops doing as much damage as fresh air does. At least that's what I think.
See, now I'm starting to fall. I'm really enjoying these coin books, these soft leather ones that have the. I know that I'm working my way out of cardboard clips. So I got to get income again first.
Yep, I
That works pretty well.
did it years ago, but I mostly kept my stuff in rolls. So I was just pulling just key coins and stuff.
See, and I learned that 1x1s fit in this little Walmart bead tray that comes in a sweet little 4-pack. Beautifully. Oh, I have a glove on. No fingers with the glove. All right, we'll take the glove off.
Yeah, personally, I don't trust any of them because some of this stuff has tons of PVC. But
Yeah, I only get them from the coin shop now. I stopped buying them from Hobby Lobby or anywhere else.
yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, the ones I bought from Hobby Lobby, the 2x2s, it's like the outside shell of the coin. It had like a sticky coating, and it made all of the dust and anything it ever came in contact with stick to it. And you can't barely see through it to see the coin through a microscope.
Shane, very many times I'm up at 3 a.m. streaming, so
Yeah,
I
we're the
keep
night
your
guard.
eye open. So and this is just a short stream so far, just 2 hours. Normally I'm 8 to 13 hours. Well, 12 plus hours. Yeah, those are actually some of my best coins are my 68 Ds and S's.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed 3 rolls of the 68S because I wanted to make sure that I had a good chance. And that one's a little easier to see because if the date's like against the rim, you don't have to look any further because you already failed.
Yep, and the 68 Ds, because they were such high quality coins to start with. Let me see what they got to on their grade. Oh, only 67 plus, but it's $3,000. That's for the
Wow.
D. And the S, they made it to 68, and that's $7,000, but there's only one. And 67 is only $250.
Such a price difference. That's crazy. Ridiculous.
Shane, that's great as long as you're not you don't have like BU copper. The silver will do okay with it, but it will definitely start toning it. Most of those cardboards are bleached and they've got so many chemicals in them that can really affect your coins if they're high grades. But the copper reacts to all that stuff, so you got to be really careful putting high grade copper in it. But if it's just circulated coins, yeah, have at it. That's whatever works for you.
So when I first started coin roll hunting, I just used like sterling silver trays, and then I realized it was bad to have silver on silver on silver, and have those clicking.
Cool cameo. Are the fields messed up on that coin?
Not really.
Oh, I thought I saw some marks. Probably
Oh,
just
yeah, he's got one right by his chin.
yeah, it needs to be so clear to get the better grades. But even at lower grades, the cameos do pretty good.
The cool part is I found that in a junk bin, so I paid $1.20 for that.
Here's something you don't get to do too often is have a 68 red graded. I wish it was a 70s coin instead of an 80s coin, but even the 80s coin is kind of
That's
rare.
hilarious. Check it out. It makes me laugh.
When I did this one, just a second, when I did this one, I also did the 68D and got 68s on both of them.
Oh, see, that's an MS. So this is the proof, but it doesn't exist because it's from a place that doesn't exist. There is no proof 70.
No good, sucker, NGS.
I don't know who sent this to me. It was like cool, one of the cool stacks things or something. So I googled 70 deep cam 80, and there's none.
Nope.
It made me laugh.
Somebody paid over $1,000 for these about 10 years ago. and one was up for sale on eBay earlier today for almost $400. Silverman, show that again. I didn't have you up.
Oh, gladly. Oh.
Yeah, I have a few 54Ss, but my 54Ds, man, I've got quite a few rolls of those. 54, 56, and 58Ds. I've got like 20 rolls each minimum.
I would love to get one of them 56Ds off of you. That is a variety hunter's roll. The 56D has a lot of RPMs in it, so it just has a lot of like nickel and dime chunks. They're like $10 or $10 here, $15 there. But there's a lot. That's one of the most. I guess the 46 or 48D and the 56D have the most. But these were the first three I pulled out of that tube.
Cool.
Yeah, I got high hopes for it. I mean, I don't know if I found one that I would trust sending in yet, but
yeah, I would. If
promising.
you turn it over, you can see that the fields are uneven. Turn it back to the reverse. See how uneven the fields are back there? So the strike has some issues. It's not a real solid strike. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So, you can get 66s with them, but you don't normally go higher because it's an eye appeal thing and full strike.
Yeah, there's some weak patches in this one. That's why I wouldn't do it. But it did have some like this one is a much better strike, much cleaner fields. Besides what looks to be a scratch behind his head. So I can't tell if that's the flip or not. And the reverse on this one was a much better strike as well.
Yeah, Shane, if you haven't seen my channel before, I've been collecting copper rolls since I was a kid back in the 60s. And I have like 800 pounds of them. So I'm really aware of what does well and what doesn't. That's why I wish these clear tubes that Silverman has on his desk, the light, I don't know if it's the light and the air getting into them. Oh, night, Sherry Ward. But yeah, those are not what you want to keep high grade copper in.
Yeah, I got to get him out of there.
Yeah. And one of the best things to put on the top is either the foams inserts or the things that you push out of the airtights for the foam, or cotton, pure cotton. Got to be careful though, because a lot of the cottons are bleached these days. But the old cotton back in the day, some of my best coins are wrapped in the old cotton. So the problem is yeah, you may not notice right away, but once your pennies start toning, they lose their values. Pennies can't be, if you got a rainbow tone real special, chances are it's going to be considered a RB coin, a red brown.
Always. The second it gets toning, it's an RB.
So it's very rare. I have seen a couple, but it's really rare. And you lose all your value that way. You'll find somebody that'll buy it because it's monster toned or whatever, or super nice toned, but it won't have the value that it would have if it had kept its red grade.
These were in a little bin labeled uncirculated, and it was 10 cents a piece. So I bought the bag. It was $3.
Cool.
It's just all those ones that you were speaking of, the slightly toned ones that would just get that RB and not be good enough anymore.
Yeah. Now this is really interesting because Michael Kittle has asked if I've heard of people wrapping their hoards of copper coins with aluminum foil. I actually have collector wrappers for pennies that are made with a foil lining. The problem is it kept the silver really well, and the nickel, it did okay, but the silver it kept really good. But the copper, I don't know what it is about the foil with the copper, but it just didn't keep them good. It made them turn like a satin look. Yeah, I've seen hundreds of rolls that have been wrapped in that. And as long as they haven't gone for, more than 4 or 5 years or so, they'll do okay. But any older than that, it just does something to the sheen. So I have to find because I've got these old coin rolls for collectors that have aluminum foil lined, and they were really cool. I put a couple quarter rolls in on it because it just looked really cool, but they're really rare. So if you ever find any, they sell on eBay really well per piece. Don't sell them in a group. Yeah, and maybe what I was saying, Michael, was just a little bit of moisture, maybe, that was causing it. But yeah, most of the ones that I've seen wrapped in foil have had problems. So
I'm
there's.
tempted. What's up?
Go ahead.
I'm tempted to see what I got because I collect the 89 Ds pretty heavily just because, well, I was born in Denver in 89. So I want to send one of my top ones in and see if I can't touch a 67 or 68 like because I've been saving those ones and what I look at as a high grade for a long time actually since before I was collecting coins.
Well, Shane, you can sell them or use them for your circulated rolls or rolls that are toning. Do you have a whole bunch of BU copper? And what year is it? Is it 82 or before? I forget how many rolls I have. I know I have 1,000 in tubes, probably closer to 1,300. And I'm about halfway through my collection. Well, probably not quite half. Yeah, the silver was breathtaking with the foil wrappers. Now, if you watch some of my older videos, I show one of my favorite rolls are 58 to 60. I don't think there were 61s. I think just to 60. And they're wrapped with yellow tape around the edges. Well, the rolls were actually put in a very heavy plastic, and then they were put in a bank wrapper, and then he taped the ends, and it was a military guy. And I'm pretty sure the tape was a military tape because it caused no issues with the coins, which normally the big heavy tapes cause lots of issues. But having all those rolls in plastic, you'll see me open some of them in my videos. The rolls are breathtaking, just beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I don't have. Oh, you mean they have the holes for the screws? Yeah, that's I've seen those, but these are what I use, and these are CoinSafe brand, and they just this one I've been into, but normally when it's half full like that, I'll have a whole bunch of the inserts like this in there, or I'll use one for a nickel because it doesn't fit in here and you have to really press it down and it seals it really good. So, yeah, CoinSafe's a pretty good brand. I haven't had many issues with that. There's a couple good brands out there. You just want the ones that are the darkest white, the ones that are a little bit translucent. I think, let too much light in. Yeah, some of those jugs are my favorite things to buy at garage sales. Or when I find family that has them, I'll offer to buy them by weight. And the only problem is how much they were moved around. If they were in one place and you just dropped the coins in, that's really great. But if they went through a couple moves or sat too close to the dryer or washing machine or dishwasher or the same, area that those vibrating things are on, like a heater, it can cause enough issues that you won't have super high grade coins. Or in the basement. That's the one biggest issue lots of people do is put them in a moisture area because copper hates moisture. Well, actually loves it because it grows.
Right.
Not what you want.
Nope. Well, Rich, I'm gonna hop off here.
Hey, well, thanks for jumping up.
Yep, not a problem. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and I heard you had a coin you wanted to show. So, anytime you want to show something, you're welcome to jump up and.
Yeah, you're always the first one I look for when I want to show off a coin. When you're not streaming, I'm like, dang it, I have to go
Yeah,
to
I've
somebody
been off
else.
the last few days, but I gave away the early wheats all week long last week. I even did the 40s on Friday. So, yeah, I was a little worn out.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, take care.
Yep, you too. Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, that's a good place to keep them, Shane. So the only issue is the air that's getting to them. So if you still have a bunch of brilliant coins in there, I would suggest getting them out and getting them into these rolls. And they do have plastic sleeves, but I don't think they'll fit inside those clear tubes. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with them. I lose a couple dozen rolls every month, weeding through them, pulling, well, not lose, but turning brown, goes into my circulated pile. So I have my oldest ones are from 34 and up for brilliant uncirculated, but as far as rolls go, it starts in the 44 and 46. And then I have 90% of the 50s and up. So yeah, my whole coin collection is at like 1,700 pounds. So if you haven't seen my videos, it's a fun one to check out. I do have a major hoarding issue, and I'm just thankful that coins were what I hoarded. Yep, I understand that, Shane. For the last almost 5 years, I've been going through my BU rolls, and I've just barely touched the surface. I've spent $5,000 on airtights just for my pennies, and I'm like 2% into it. So it's going to be pretty costly, but I actually make a living at it, so I do pretty good. So I'm not selling quite as much as I used to, but I've been making money off of other things lately. But for a long time, I was just selling MS-67 coins. Paying all my bills, which is a fun way to do it. It's how I afforded to do my computer. I have a very extreme computer, but it actually cost me just a couple $100 in grading. But in cash and parts and stuff, it cost me close to $10,000. Yeah, well, the key thing to doing that, Shane, is, well, some people have a natural knack for it, but for me, I had to stick with pennies and just do the MS-66, 7, and 8 grades. I do pretty good on those. Well, I feel it's pretty good. I get every other coin right, and I'm fine with that. And most people that do this kind of stuff say it's a pretty good. That's a pretty good amount of coins to get right. So it's a ton of fun, and you just got to concentrate on just one type of coin and a couple grades, and you'll do pretty good. But if you go to one of the coin shows, oh, they have some really great classes that you can take to help teach you. Then you'll be grading more than just the pennies. So I'm self-taught. I haven't done those classes. I've learned by books and by doing. So in fact, I can, here, let me show you a couple of, let's see here. I got some nice Franklins. Quite a few of them have full bell lines. Unfortunately, they're just one grade off of getting really great grades. A lot of my Mercury dimes are full bands. Here to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Here's my box of airtights for my Mercury dime. I have one for Walkers. I got a couple for the Roosevelts. I've got like five of them for Morgans. A couple of them for Peace. Yeah. Pull this up. So there's 100 silver dollars. Full chest feathers. Couple issues there. There's still some pretty nice coins, and most of these ones were not handled for like 67, 50, 60 years, something like that. We're just in a safe. And I like any of the tones. It doesn't matter if it's an ugly tone or not. I just don't really care. I like them all. Hey, Poochie. Have fun stuff. See, look how clean the fields are. Hope it's a 21. Not a preferred date, but a pretty clean one. And the 21s, even in a real high grade, are still valuable. There's an 88. And this one's got die breaks all the way around the rim. Spiked wing. No, not a spiked wing. I have a couple 88s, so. And these are in pretty good condition. Yeah, there's tons of BAMs. Well, they're all considered varieties, I guess, but I bought the encyclopedia for the BAMs, so I have a great book to use. And the web page is great and all, but if you read the book, it tells you about every year and every mint mark and the strong and weak points of the coins, whether or not you'll find proof likes, or even better, if the coins were known to get frosty, that kind of thing. It's pretty interesting. So I'm not sure where some of my other coins went, but I've got a lot of things like bent a little bit, but it's still in 1806. Here's a half dime. Oops, that one's 1800 or 1801, something like that. $1803. A little bit of damage, but so much detail. On that detail. 1808. No, Shane, not gonna find those ones. Sorry. So one of my favorites are the half dimes. Let me see if I can find a couple of them, because I have some real special ones. Not that great a shape. The rest of them are in airtights and are in much better condition. See if I can find them. Some of my dimes. '53 and '57. Now, must be in one of my books. I have a 1837 half dime that I like to show all the time. Pretty nice. But I like the foreigns. I like it all. Full bell lines. Got a couple little scratches here and there, but the bell lines are solid. Oops. Not approved. 48. $0.02. And this is the stuff that's not in my albums. I have a bunch of albums for the typesets. Here's a neat 4-in-1. Look at this one. Great color. As my grandkids say, it's the guy in the wheelchair. And the condition on this one, if you can. There you go. Yeah, I've got quite a few of them. The Victorian stuff. They just like that one. The color's just so cool. I love this side of it. Just neat color. One of my favorites. Painted in San Francisco. Here, I think I still have the link. Nope. Yeah, some of them are a little bit expensive, but it's really worth it. Hold on just a minute. I think I still have that website. Yeah, I do. Just a minute. So this is where I buy all of mine. And I buy it in like 250 pieces at a time. Well, it's actually 500 because it's 250 airtights. But that's a great website. You'll find all the different sizes and stuff. They even have the books and stuff that the airtights will fit in. And then that place has everything. You can find just about everything there. And if you don't find it there, try Wizard Coin Supplies. Highly recommend Wizard, but do shop around like everybody else. You know, some stuff gets priced up, some stuff gets priced down, so you just got to shop around. And then I even have silly stuff like this. I even had a couple Reader Digest coins. Or the Trout Leap in Main Street. Saratoga, Wyoming. 1884, 1984. And flips in horrible shape. Pieces in pretty good shape. Here's another one. A little better condition. little better date. 1909 or 8S. Any similarities? A little bit. Unfortunately, Liberty looks a little, well, like she could hunt and fish with the guys, no worries. But the Peso looks like a younger gal. We'll find her features. Hey, no problem, Coin Fanatic. And the one thing you don't want to do with those airtights, if you're after airtights to be able to put coins in and out repeatedly, wrong ones. There's cheaper ones that you can do that with. But these ones, once you put a coin in, if you're gonna just leave that coin alone, they're really good for that. And then I love getting the ones with the foam ring because it allows me to squeeze the coin and get the air out. Also makes it really easy to get the coin in and out. Don't have to worry about hitting the rims and stuff or getting stuck. I've had a lot of them get stuck in the older ones. I don't know about now because I just stick with this brand. Get 5 for $6 on eBay. For 250, I pay $90. So about 2.5 pieces per dollar. And they do sell them in singles or bigger lots. I've been wanting to buy like the next step up, but it's just not that big a break on money. I didn't catch your comment, Shane. Looks like you at Halloween. Yeah, I highly recommend doing the airtights. These little boxes are really great. There's several companies that make them. Minor Guard House, or I also have Intercept. I really like the Intercept ones because they have a special anti-toning material that's in them, but they don't hold up really well, and you have to keep replacing them after like every 2 or 3 years. And the best part about the company I just showed you is you can find airtights in just about every size for coins. They have quite a variety of, because if you're using the foam insert, they have all the different. I've got them for half dimes and all the odd sizes. All right, Silverman, you going through those wheat rolls?
No. No, I'm cleaning up the area a little bit before I do. I don't want to have dust and all that nonsense everywhere, so I'm getting ready to get all the particle out of the way.
Yeah, just remember when you go through them, wear some gloves, because if you touch the outsides of the pennies, it will cause them to tone after time.
Yeah, and I wear at the Avalanche games, the hockey games I go to, they one of the promotional things is like a little ski mask thing. So I block my breath as well.
Some of the rubber and other materials can transfer dirt, so just be aware of it. Don't let them get too dirty before you switch them out. Like
I have my cotton gloves that I use for when I'm touching the feet.
Yeah, Oops.
I normally use one cotton and then one.
I buy them in bulk.
Oh, that's smart. How much is
Yeah.
it?
Same thing with the little masks. I use a special mask too.
How much is that bulk thing of gloves? The cotton gloves are stupid expensive at Odd Job.
Yeah, I think I pay like $22 for them, and it's not too bad. I think there's
$3.99 a pair.
there's 30 I think in the one I buy.
Yeah, that's way worth it.
24, 30, 32, something like that.
Yeah, I looked around and I had too much clutter for me to even want to try to open one of those rolls.
Yeah, one of the nickel collections I bought was all marked like this. So that was a 69S. It's not what's in here now because I have them in the same white square tubes because again I don't want them in the light. But so these were MS65 strong strikes, weak or no lines, which buying these was so fun because the person who was selling them was a family member, didn't know anything about them. So I was able to tell them, keep the ones that say full steps. And
Right?
but I ended up with like 40 something rolls. Did really good.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
insanely well labeled.
Yeah, I have, and he was an undergrader. His MS65s were 66 all day long. So got really lucky on that one because I graded it the way he said. So, and then the family had more for me. So when I went back, I paid a little bit more for him the second time. So in the best,
you knew you were getting it.
yeah, well, the best part, see, it's the way I do stuff. I told the family member, these are worth a little bit more than what I paid, and I'm willing, to pay the difference. They said, pay the difference on the next ones. We'll be fine with it. Thank you for being honest. It's like,
That's awesome.
that's normally the way it goes.
I know the bank forgot to take my money the other day. I accidentally walked back in the bank and buried it. She gave me a box of nickels and then forgot to take my $100.
Here's the loop I
I made
use.
it all over my car and I sat down and I was like, I have money in my pocket? What?
Solid glass. It's actually a camera lens.
Yeah,
But
you
when
said
you're
that's
looking at,
7mm.
yeah, when looking at the pennies and stuff, it's not going to show too well, but man, it gives such a big view. I just love it because I have eye problems anyway. I figured it's about it says 4 times, I think, but it's about a 6.
Okay. Because I have camera stuff. I might even have one.
Yeah, it's just a little macro lens. Perfect because with my I have a Blu-ray camera. It's 4K, and I'm able to use that lens, and I can zoom in to the middle of the 9 on a 1900 penny. So yeah, only you're inside the circle. You don't see the outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy zoom. Of course, you have to use a mount. So I use a copy stand, a professional copy stand for photography. That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah, I need the tools to help me do the job because you have the tools.
Yeah, and see this mat that I'm on. This is a foam mat meant for changing lenses out in the field for high-end cameras. It's like $15. Came with its own little case. Rolls up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Drop coin on this. It's got no damage.
Yeah, I have 2 sheets wrapped around the desk plus a little extra foam piece or extra like cloth with the part that I set stuff on more frequently.
It sounds cool, Shane. You know, I love the world coins. Do people pay for old tokens from the 50s and 60s? Yes, they do. In fact, they even get them graded.
So I got a bunch of them old school tokens too, them casino tokens and stuff.
Yeah. In fact, shoot, I had a roll here. It's probably missing right now. Oh, here it is. Here's my Indianapolis Transit System. So this is from like the 40s or 50s.
Oh wow, that's a whole roll of them. That's cool.
Yeah, I actually have several rolls from different states and different cities.
You got any Colorados?
I don't think so. Most of what I was collecting was around where I had family. So it's
Yeah.
Missouri, New York, Kentucky. So I keep that one in just a little film container. Sorry guys, I messed up on the chat.
Oh, I've been cleaning for a long time. I haven't looked at the chat in well, I don't even know how far back this goes. But my phone is getting a bit toasty, so I'm probably gonna back on out and then watch the how to send stuff out for Wexler because I'm gonna send out that penny.
Well, good
So
luck.
if you're still on here in about half hour, I'll be back.
Chances are I won't be. I got some work that I keep putting off.
Aha. All right. Well, until next time, Rich, you have a wonderful evening. And everybody in the chat, sorry for not paying attention as always. And I will see you next time.
Now, take care. Good luck on your coins. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with the tokens. I don't have a whole bunch, but I've got a couple Civil War ones, and then I have a lot from like the teens and 20s. So I got a lot of currency. I actually have a huge collection of foreign currency, but not quite as big as my US, but probably in better condition. Let's see what I can pull here. So I collect stuff like this, postal notes with stamps. Some of the large notes. This is much larger than a regular dollar. Let me pull a regular one. I'm in the process of getting a really beautiful note. I hope the deal goes through. These are really cool. I really like the large ones. And I like the small ones too. Private banks. This one's from Troy, New York, where my family was. So one of my family members could have used this. Come on, focus. Actually, I want to focus. The shininess sometimes causes issues. That's probably what's doing it. Got some older, nicer conditions, 60s. Not so nice condition, but nice star date or serial number, star note. Here's another single lot, better condition, 60s. Here's one from 57, double lot, star note. Here's a nice one, 34. Look at that condition of this one. Isn't that beautiful? And Black Eagle. Not very good condition, but oh my gosh, I love this thing. And this was a gift. I got this in the mail with no notice. Opened my mail one day and it's like, oh my gosh, who in the world sent me this? Who's Sheldon? So those of you that know Sheldon have probably got something from Sheldon, or he's bought you something in a contest, or an entry to something. Yeah, how many of you know who Sheldon is? The guy is such a nice guy. Our Hawaiian brother. Yeah, it's probably closer to the age of my son. Well, my daughter would be my son. But claim him like a brother. So that one's $18.99. Let's see, I don't think it's gonna. Oh, there you go. So not quite good enough to read that part, but pretty cool. And I got another one of the big, large ones. Here's what the back of that looks like. A little nicer condition, but not so much when you see the front. Couple folds. Not too bad. I need another holder for that one. Here's what the 28s look like. Now this one's really expensive. Just depends on the serial numbers and where it came from. So we look at the top here to see if it's a federal note or a silver certificate. So this one's a silver certificate. And look at the reverse of this one. Have you guys seen that before? Hey, young coin hunter, how you doing? Yeah, I'm all for you, Butchie. Buy it. I think you should buy it. Don't know what it is, but I still think you should buy it. You got good taste. I trust you. Another 28. Now see how this one's not a silver certificate? Because on the top it says United States note. Here's a 10. And this is a Federal Reserve note. I wonder why things are focusing too good. Might be a little shiny. Here we go. Yeah, the date on this one, 34, I think. $34. Here's a neat one. Okay. One of the largest notes in my collection. I mean smallest. A 3-center. 1863. Actually has a month and day. March 3rd, 1863. Well, the act of. And see, it's receivable for all U.S. stamps. This was because of the Civil War stuff going on. People didn't want to give up their coin. Copper, silver, didn't matter. They didn't want to give it up. So government made it a little easier and made this fractional currency. pretty neat. Accept customs, not for use for customs. And a few other things. So here's my Disney bill showing. Some of those are actually very valuable, but I got just tons. In fact, that whole stack is all Star Notes. Tons and tons of Star Notes. And I got all kinds of them. This is just the ones I didn't have holders for. And if you have some of the early Disney stuff, it's really valuable. Goofy and the bigger bills, yeah, it's very valuable. Let me see here. I think my older ones are in the front here. So these are my 28s. All 1928. $28. And this one has that same back as the other one. And I think this starts 34. That'd be too messed up. Oh, there it is, 34. And 35. That one's $100 because of the, well, it's a Star Note too, but it's because of where it was, what city it was out of. So you can look these all up with books. Well, I'm sure there's websites too. 35. Let me put my Star Notes back to the other side. $35, $35, $35. Oops, sorry. Pretty bad shape. Oh, 50s. Now 35 to 50, that I don't know if there were any notes in between. I don't think so. I think because of the wars that went on, they just kept using the same notes, or maybe they even kept making them. I don't know. But I haven't found any notes in between those dates. So my 53s are kind of cool. So, and of course, these are see you, Shane. Oh, see you, coin. Oh, who's leaving? Yeah, bank bag full of money. And for those of you that are gamers, my favorite bag is actually my Grand Theft Auto bag because it locks and it's canvas and it's really cool. But I'm not sure where that one is. So I don't use that one because, you know, it's a prop. So it's probably been bleached and stuff. So I don't take chances with any of my stuff and stuff like that. I'd rather keep it in stuff meant for banknotes. 53s. I do have some consecutive dates for 53s. But yeah, you get the idea. I could keep showing you, but I think you guys get the idea. And my US notes are really cool, but boy, some of the foreign stuff is just breathtaking. I really like US stuff, but man, the dragons and some of the water shots, boats. I mean, US did some pretty neat ones. So I do have a 1918 one. I believe that's the date that's coming, and that one's really awesome and different. I think that one's called a porthole, but I'm not sure. I'm not really that good at the currency coins and penny arbors and standing liberties and 330 silver dollars, Morgans and peace dollars. And there's 7 Carson cities, beautiful, beautiful Carson cities too. The Carson cities were sealed in mint, the mint packaging. I guess it had to be the mint that did it, I think, but maybe it was one of the Treasury departments. I'm not sure that did the GSA hoard. But yeah, mine was still sealed. I had a canceled check on it for how much was paid for them, what date they sent for them, what date they got them. I mean, I had great information for them, but I've got those put away. But I do have videos showing all of them. Yeah, but yeah, I think that the currency is overpriced. When you realize how far back you can go with the coins and not pay very much, yeah, seems way lopsided. Ten guys, thank you, people. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you for being here. However, I think I'm kind of beat and I have a bunch of work to do. Oh, here's something kind of cool. So I've got like 2 rolls already of the wood grain. There's a whole bag of them. Hasn't been put in the rolls. And then I have another bag quite a bit bigger than that has wood grained, toned nickels, quarters, dimes, half dollars, and even a couple dollars. So pretty cool. Of course, they're not the true wood grained error like the pennies, but yeah, I've got tons of those. Probably getting close to 4 rolls. Hey, Midnight, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I wish you all the luck in the world with them. And if mine end up being too high a grade, I'll send them back and trade you for one of your lower grade ones because you should have all the highest ones. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, just a second. Let me see. I need to show Rhonda if they're right here. Oh, shit, they're not right here. All right, have to show it another day. But thank you guys for coming and watching my stream. Appreciate it, everybody. If you haven't seen my videos, I got quite a few videos. You need to watch like 30 to 40 of them to see most of my collection. And I appreciate everybody being here. And I will chat with everybody later. Good luck with your collecting. Thanks for showing up, Rhonda. Sorry I was shutting off as you come on. Well, we'll see how you do with your grades, Midnight. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Can't wait for my buddy to get one. He's going to be so thrilled. Thank you so much. Take it easy, guys.